All right, we watched episode 4 now of the first season of Arcane. What do you think?
In a way, I felt like almost starting over.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, the big time jump, obviously, from episode 3 to 4. I don't know. I might know how long it is, but
It might say it
a
eventually.
while. Yeah, it's obviously at least a few years, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, more than a few.
Yeah. Thoughts on the episode?
It was interesting. Now it was again trying to just grab everything.
Because now you've kind of got a different.
Holy shit! So much was happening again there.
I felt like from before. A lot of the side shit from before kind of almost wrapped in that. Well, not a lot of it, but some things did, and new things opened. Obviously,
Yeah, everything's like totally different now. Like,
it feels like you've watched a whole season of a show in the first 3 episodes because it's like now
it
it's
almost feels like another season or something.
Yeah,
in a way, yeah.
So trippy in such a short amount of time to do all of that already. Yeah, it's only been 4 episodes. So what show has ever done that in 4 episodes?
Yeah, it feels fast, very fucking fast.
It's quick, but again, it doesn't feel too. Other than time jumping, kind of gives you a sort of a sense of obviously rushing it, but yes and no, I guess.
Not
they did
overly
a good
rushing.
job with it.
If you're trying to tell a story overall with it, it's just hard to like.
If it's timing it right is important. I think they did, honestly. Obviously, a huge change at the end of Powder fucking killing everybody to now.
Yeah.
She's obviously slightly different.
But it makes sense, though. Like, that explained why she's so fucked up now.
Yeah, clearly she's not okay.
That just seems pretty fucking fucked up. But
yeah.
Like schizo level.
Yeah, talking to nothing. Seeing things that aren't there and shit. Yeah. It's trippy as fuck.
But yeah, it's interesting, though, because you get like the kind of like... The show does, so far, I think, quite a bit of that. Like, sort of explaining, like, why people are the way they are in a way.
Yeah, trauma. That's a big part of this for sure. Yeah, it's trauma. And what it can do to people and all that kind of shit.
There were things I was trying to like think. I'm like, I need to try to remember that, but like,
dude, with this show, you're gonna need a bloody notepad.
That happened time and time again.
With this show, it's so much hard to do.
I try to just like let that go eventually. Of just like trying to remember every little detail. It's just like
if it comes to you, then yeah, mention it. But
I'm trying to remember some of the things I was highlighting. Obviously, Jinx was the fucking character I knew like existed at some point. But I didn't initially even know if it was a good character, bad character, any like reference of like who it was.
Yeah, I knew that was.
But as soon as we started watching it and I saw that character, I'm like, I wonder like if that's gonna eventually like are they gonna time jump?
Well, yeah, the damn hair, obviously.
Yeah,
but you'll see through this a lot of the character. Well, even so in that opening episode of that, Jinx thinks that she's shooting her sister. But she's not. It's just someone else with pink hair. Like, other people have a different color hair, too. There's other people with blue hair, other people with pink hair. Yeah, she just killed a random person she thought was her sister at first, but wasn't.
Probably kind of sees that a lot, obviously. Like, probably sees her sister in everything in a way.
Hadn't seen her at all since that episode. That's why she flashed back to when they last seen each other, when they got split. It's literally kids. So it's obviously been a long time. Well, and then at the end, it's pretty obvious who you see.
Yeah.
At the end... Yeah, you see.
She's all locked up.
Yeah, that whole time.
But okay, I just been locked up straight up.
So at the end, the crooked cop Marcus, remember, put what the hell is that shit that puts people to sleep?
Oh yeah, he grabbed her.
He grabbed her and
that's
said,
right.
Like, he actually was helping her because if she went out and tried to face Silco, obviously who knows how that would have ended, but. Also, you might have been able to fucking.
That might have been better.
You might have helped your sister because your sister's now fucked.
Yeah.
She obviously was trying to go back, and then Marcus grabs her. And
that's
what's
pretty
that
trippy.
shit called? Chloroform.
Yeah.
It puts knocks people out. She got chloroformed up, and then he just stuck her in prison.
Jesus. Yeah, so it's a lot to absorb.
A lot to take in, obviously, with a jump like that.
It's warm already.
I even brought it below what I wanted.
Yeah, buddy.
There, shut off.
I'm trying to think of like key points in that again.
Even that, right off the bat, we forgot that she shot someone that looked exactly like Vi. There's just so much. Even I forgot about that.
For a minute, I thought maybe it actually was like her. But...
So in the initial flashback, it shows her face because that's what it shows you Jinx's perspective, which is it wasn't actually her. Because in the last scene when she's just laying there, it's not her face.
Yeah.
But it looks like it at first. But she's fucked enough where she would just shoot right away. If she thought it was her, she would just shoot her. So she's obviously not okay.
Been super like manipulated as well by that one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it feels like it feels like again almost like starting a new show, slightly.
Yeah,
just because it's a lot
of a jump and a change. Obviously,
the technology's all different, the city's all different.
Yeah, his technology is now obviously huge, and the city depends on it for transport, and basically you can teleport with the hex gates to other like cities, I think, or something like that, instead of having to fly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's obviously huge for trade and all that. That's why they were saying, don't close it down, because he wants to close it down right now.
Makes
with
sense.
someone stealing his tech.
But yeah, now it's in someone else's hands too, though. So it's like
who's clearly not stable.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just shit's gonna go all fucky for sure.
It's funny.
Interesting to see where they just go with it.
Funny seeing even already so many references to like Vi encouraging Powder to like keep working on your tech and stuff, and now she's already killed like just in this episode like 10 people.
That's true. Yeah.
With their fucking crazy bombs and shit. And you flash back to that when she couldn't make anything work. It's crazy already to think that.
Yeah, and
so cool.
Like I said, the time jump makes that seem even crazier, just because it's.
Yeah, they could have made this fucking
only
show.
A few episodes.
You could have literally made this show like probably 4 or 5 seasons easy by even just not doing that right there. That's
it's smart that they did that though in a way, because
you don't get 15 episodes that put you to sleep. Exactly. Not a single episode of this show is like.
It all seems to matter. It seems that's why it's. I don't want to be like tired and shit when I watch it.
Yeah,
it seems like so much happens in an episode.
It is a lot to take in quickly.
So even now, it's like I'm not super certain of like everybody's goals and shit like that. Obviously, like power is always a good thing. Everybody always wants that shit.
Yeah.
But like, there's no real ultimate goal yet, so yeah, it's just like absorbing.
Yeah, it's still
who the fuck knows
still
what's
really
about to happen.
Don't know a lot. Yeah, really. But now you know more than you did before. Obviously.
Yeah. That'll be interesting, just to see where they go. And it seems like new characters are going to start becoming like more important.
Yeah, to some extent, yes.
Maybe. Who the fuck knows though? That episode followed that fucking that security girl around a lot.
Yeah.
So like, she seems important. But she was around before too, though.
Yeah, she was a kid in the first fucking 3 episodes. Like she really is barely even in it.
Subtly, yeah.
Like you see her in the first scene when Jace's office blows up. She's just hanging around with him.
That makes sense. That's trippy though. It's definitely trippy as hell. Like just the tech is trippy. Just
it's a cool story.
The story's trippy. It's definitely very trippy. It always definitely leaves you just wondering, definitely like curious, like
they know exactly when to stop.
Where the fuck are they gonna go from there, kind of thing, you know?
They keep you like interested in what the fuck's next, for sure.
Someone's made me eyeball out here.
Oh fuck! You put water in it or something?
No, it should be all right. I might have got him.
Did you catch any of the flashes when Jinx was having like her moment of like freaking the fuck out a bit? There's a lot that happens when that happens.
Oh
to
yeah,
her.
Well, that was just like all flashbacks from. I'm trying to remember exactly what now.
There's a few scenes. It's sometimes it's quick. Like sometimes
it definitely was quick. There was a lot of flashes there.
Like schizo kind of breaks.
Yeah, I didn't catch a ton of them. I think
like very much like psychosis too. Kind of like what Senua goes through in Hellblade. Similar. Yeah, like seeing shit and talking to things that aren't there and stuff. Yeah, which is also a very schizophrenic.
True. Yeah, you can't like pin it down exactly. You know what I mean?
Professionals maybe can, but
maybe
not me.
They probably could better. For
sure. They could definitely do something more than I can. That's for sure.
Better than you and I, for sure.
Similar, I think, like
symptoms. I
symptoms.
Guess.
That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. It's very similar, I think, in a lot of ways.
But no, yeah, I'm trying. I can't specifically remember exactly what the fuck she was seeing.
Well, I think the one wasn't necessarily of her seeing something. It's something she had made, actually, in her like little fucking like layer that she has. You see her that in there a few times. You do get a quick shot of the one of the friends that died in the in the 3rd episode. The guy with the spiky hair. I can't remember his fucking name right now. Milo, I think.
Oh, okay.
She has like a doll of him just like on the couch, like just laying there. It's fucked up.
Oh yeah, shit. I see. I missed that.
It happens so quick. Like you get like a quick little half second.
Yeah,
of that.
if I did notice it, it was gone too quickly.
Yeah, it literally was probably like 1 or 2 frames. Like
damn.
Really
yeah, it didn't sink in.
Really quick.
That's pretty trippy though.
Huh. That's trippy too.
Windy as
trees
fuck
probably
up
just
there.
dropping fucking chunks of melty snow and stuff, and the wind is serious.
Yeah,
it's crazy outside.
It was nice in here.
Yeah.
You probably like still noticing a bunch of like shit that you maybe not necessarily noticed before.
That's what's so cool to watch it again, because there's so much shit that I can pick out or stuff I didn't even notice before.
Did you notice that the first time with the doll?
I think I did. I think I think I remember seeing that before. But there was a bunch in the first even couple episodes where it was like, holy shit. It's stuff that doesn't mean anything until you obviously know what it's foreshadowing.
Well, yeah, once you see it again,
you can't know what the fuck it means.
Yeah.
Like, you have to see the show at least once basically already before a lot of shit makes sense.
That's true. You won't see the foreshadowing so clearly.
Yeah, it doesn't mean dick to you at all.
Yeah. God damn, yeah. It just feels like there's a lot I'm forgetting again.
I'm trying to remember key points. Well, I think we got most of the main key points.
It was very much around like that the world is very different now. Like
the technology's changed a lot. The firelights attack the people that ride the boards.
Oh yeah, the skateboard fucking people.
Yeah, the boarders. What do you think of them?
Completely forgot about them.
You see them almost right away. That's who's Jinx is like defending against with the shimmer shipment.
They just seem like another clan of like a separate group of people who are more outsiders basically. But like they're pretty advanced though. They're riding that shit.
Yeah, riding some pretty crazy shit.
Fucking in fancy garb and stuff like that. But they got fucked up still, so they can't be that good.
Yeah, a lot of them got fucked up.
So they can't be that great.
Some got out, but a lot got fucked up.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting how they did that too. They made it look like they were about to take over, and then they all got fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, by who used to be a good character.
Yeah, that's like, it can be jarring, I guess, because of how quickly it is.
Yeah, that was fucking insane. When they switched like that, it was like, huh? What? And then the time jump it jumped you right to the, like, shows have done shit like that before, but it takes like a whole goddamn season, and it's like, okay, by the time you finally get there, you knew it was coming and all that, but when it's instant like that, that was like,
yeah, it's like, this good character's with the bad people now. Now she's fully bad. Like,
you kind of have that suspicion at the end of the episode when she is like embracing the bad guy, but it's like, but for it to just be immediately, yep, there it is, boom, dropped in your lap, like, it's like, holy fuck.
That time jump was dramatic.
And she's just killing a whole bunch of people right off the bat. It's like,
straight minigun.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like, violence is the only thing she ever knew, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the vibe I had there.
Well, and she was always thought of being as weak and all that, too, so she's like extra trying to prove way too hard to just go fucking nuts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's interesting.
Trauma, man. It's relatable and so many. This show has a ton of relatable shit to it throughout the whole show. That's like, you can really relate to a lot of shit in it, which is so cool about it. Even if you're not necessarily crazy trying to kill people.
Yeah, but
it's like trauma,
showing reasons
loss,
of why people are the way they are.
Shit.
And
exactly.
Yeah, everybody's been through some shit, kind of deal.
It does it well.
That's pretty trippy. Be cool to see where the fuck it goes. That's always been the vibe so far.
Yes, sir. It's good.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, damn. Can you remember anything else? Skateboard people was a good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to like walk myself through from the beginning, kind of it. My brain's like.
That was like another. Like, I feel like one of the few things we might have forgot to mention. But... well, that home dude becoming a counselor or whatever.
Oh yeah. Jace obviously becomes a counselor, which is obviously a huge jump in power. So from the time, again, you see him from the last of the third episode, he's barely anybody at all.
Yeah,
they're just barely starting to figure shit out, and now he's like huge,
changed the world already. Yeah,
in that amount of time.
Yeah, so it's all jarring just with how quickly it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Again, you get hinted at something, and then it just becomes to fruition in the next episode.
It's like whoa.
Okay.
But it's cool because it was just done so well. Even, like, you can kind of fill in a lot of that. You can imagine is whatever you want happening in between all of that, really, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are successful. That. Yeah, that's cool.
And we're just saying fucking the loss of what's his fucking name again?
Vander was like the main, like their like stepdad.
Yeah, we didn't talk enough about like the loss of that. They spent like the first few episodes making you like love the guy. I realize he's like a great like protector, but also like I was always worried. I'm like, everybody's gonna fucking die or something. Like,
too good to be true.
I didn't think they were gonna go that route with literally everybody at once kind of dying, but like,
and it was just who did it. That was like, unfortunately, you may have slightly knew that from fucking.
I didn't know that.
Well, you didn't know that at least.
No, I had no idea that.
Okay, that's good.
that Jinx caused like all that loss.
Yeah, well, you can kind of see where she gets the name, and the last thing that.
But when I started hearing that shit, I'm like, she's gonna become that Jinx.
Well, yeah,
but I didn't think she was bad or good or anything.
There's several times in the first 3 episodes that they refer to her as a Jinx.
Yeah.
And then the last thing the fucking Vi says to her is, "You're a Jinx." Yeah, you can kind of see where.
As soon as the first guy said it, that's when I knew. I'm like, okay, well, that's what that's gonna be that character.
Which you shouldn't have.
No.
Unfortunately, when you first watched Do That, if you knew nothing,
dude.
that doesn't mean anything. It's just a word. It's you know what the word means, but
couldn't go on the internet without seeing.
It was too popular. That's why I'm so glad I watched it immediately because there was no way it was getting spoiled for me.
Nothing really huge has been spoiled. I still don't think.
That's good at least.
Yeah. I still have no fucking clue what to expect.
I said, the fucking thumbnail usually when you go to watch that show is just Jinx. So it's like, well, if you've never seen the first fucking 3 episodes,
but as soon as you click the damn episode, you might be like, that's probably going to be that
older chick with blue hair.
That's going to be that same character.
It's like, well, that could be the same character.
That was my first thought when we watched the show.
Yeah, which they kind of allude to that a little bit, but well, and the first time in like episode 1 when you hear her called the Jinx, obviously you knew that was kind of coming. But
yeah,
but
I didn't know what it meant. Like I didn't know she was going to be totally fucked up and bad.
Like we're on water there for a minute.
yeah, wavy.
But yeah, Vander, you were talking about Vander.
Yeah, that's a shitty loss for sure. It's like damn.
Yeah, losing your fucking like father figure. Yeah.
And he was clearly like a tank and like had a good outlook and like tried to do good, I guess you could say. Like,
and he was basically known as like the leader of the Undercity.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you've already seen shots of the Undercity now. It's totally different than it was before. People are smoking shimmer and shit as they walk into the bars and stuff. That's one thing I don't know if you noticed. That's a drug now. Basically, people are just using it. And the one chick has it like kind of throughout her skin. That was the baddie kind of in the first few episodes. That was kind of with she was with.
I do remember seeing people taking that shit now that you mentioned it, but
people were like smoking like a pink fucking gas, and they're fucked up. So now this is run like rampant in the Undercity.
That shit just makes people crazy.
Everybody's like clubbing and
like monsters,
fucked up
or not monsters, but they're using it as like I guess like an upper.
Yeah, kind of, which is sort of what Silco wanted, upper. Basically. Well, so he was originally manufacturing to try to build like an army of fucking monster ass Hulks. Yeah, but it all got burned away in the fucking when powder blew it all up. It all burned. Yeah. So they've obviously remanufactured some of it, but I think it's a lot more of an underground thing now. Sort of seems that way at least. Like, but people are smoking it and shit.
That's
you get shots of that when she's walking through like what was Vander's bar, which Silco's now taken over.
Those skateboarder dudes fucking wanted to destroy all that shit.
Yeah, they were destroying the shipment of it, on the ship, because there was some on there. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
still a lot to unpack.
I got a big change from what it was before. It's not just turning people into Hulks now.
Yeah, no one's hulking at the moment.
No, not yet.
Yeah. But it seems
that fucking one dude takes that shit into his eyeball or something.
Yeah, he injects like a tiny amount. I think it maybe keeps his eye from like fully rotting or whatever.
It maybe gives him some sort of like keeps him going.
I think it keeps the eye like up intact because his face is fucked up. Obviously, it got infected from.
I feel like it's almost keeping him alive in some way.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Yeah, it could honestly be doing something. Obviously, or he wouldn't be taking it. He doesn't take it like a drug, but I think he uses it like a tiny dose of it to like keep him going almost something like
almost
that.
like almost counter even aging or like decay or almost like you said the wound
fucked,
and
yeah. So
he's using it for
some shot of that. Yeah,
who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
exactly for what cause yet. I wonder if they go into that more too.
Oh, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I mean, very careful not to give anything away.
That's good. That's the best way.
Yes. I don't want to spoil nothing.
I'm trying to think any other details that I.
Just like you can pretty much grab at any one thing and it'll probably have some kind of meaning. You just got to remember it because it is a lot.
It's so much.
It's pretty quick.
The whole flying ship thing, like I'm still not certain, like,
so
100% who go like. What are those for? Or
we do see that, or in the very first episode,
I could see people in them, like.
So it's not really like a new thing. Okay. I think there's just more. There's more of them because of the hex gates. People are merchants. Are trading and coming to and from the city way more because in the first episode, I think, when they're on the roof, you see like 1 or 2. Yeah, and in this one, you see like 50.
It's like the skies are full of
them. The city is booming now compared to what it used to be.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Because of his gates and shit.
So like you said, it's like the ocean almost, like ships. Like it's like trade.
Yeah, but they fly. God knows what. But it's like blimps.
That's the way they do it.
That's what that is.
It's weird because the show's almost like
has a weird
old but like new at the same time. Like it's hard to even pinpoint like what era this shit is.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it is cool like that.
And also one thing I just remembered, it seems like that chick I mentioned earlier, like the guard, is like on Jinx's trail or like clearly knows. It's like this person is behind all this shit. Like,
she's the only one,
but no one else sees it.
Who's connecting it? She has pictures of her fucking drawings she always does and all that. Yeah, because she leaves the drawings at every fucking thing. She wants people to fucking know what's kind of going on a little bit almost.
And that's like the only one documenting shit with like an old school looking camera. Like
so yeah, if you remember early on the sergeant, what the fuck's his name now? Marcus of the cop people, like the enforcers, he was doing deals with Silco and stuff, like the bad guy. So he's obviously a little crooked. Yeah, you can clearly tell he's kind of crooked. So he's obviously probably trying to cover shit up, if anything. When she's like, I know what the fuck's going on here for real.
Oh, okay.
That's why he stopped her when she was investigating the boat.
And they're trying to like put her in position that just is like, you're not going to see shit from here.
Like, go do the graveyard shift, doing whatever instead
like,
of
guard that tent instead of like.
And then she got fired from technically, but caught.
That's right.
Her parents like didn't want her to do it anymore. I think was.
Yeah.
Because her mom's one of the council members. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, her mom is one of them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm not sure which one yet.
The older lady, you seen her at the house.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I think right away.
She's one of the council
I can picture.
Members. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just so much to fucking remember.
It's a lot.
I need to like piece it all together. Like
it is a fucking lot. That's where I can sort of help piece things a little bit, having obviously seen it and such. But
I still feel like I'm like the puzzle.
Yeah, it is a lot.
The puzzle's still like unrecognizable.
It is a lot. Now you've got a good chunk at least going now, sort of for like the characters and stuff for the most part, a little bit.
Yeah, it's fleshing out the characters for sure. I feel like right up to this point, and now it's fleshed them out. Now I feel like is where like a new type of story, new type of story can begin.
Yeah. Obviously, the jump from episode 3 to 4 is huge, and it changes a lot. But yeah, now we kind of ride a bit of a wave.
Yeah, I don't see time jumping anymore.
Or is there?
Don't say anything though. Yeah.
Or is there?
Yeah, who the fuck knows, man? Full on Last of Us style, just time jump all over the place.
Last of Us did that a little bit. Yeah, they did do that a little bit. Yeah, it's actually in a very similar way when there was a big traumatic scene early on, at least in the game. Well, and the show. The show is the game. The game was way better. Show was good. Game was way better. But the story is the exact same either way. But the big time jump obviously happens after a big traumatic event like this. They did the same kind of thing.
Like I told you from
you did. When you said that before, I'm like, that's interesting because knowing a scene like that happens in episode 3 of this, which happens early in the game and shit.
I don't know why. It gave me Last of Us vibes from early on.
Before you were like, someone's going around with a little kid or something. It's like, that's the Last of Us.
Well, no, but...
but you were right, though, because it actually is like that, too.
There's something about it, just the innocence of it, and it was all too misleading. Like, it's all too innocent.
Yeah, that show really does that.
I knew it was going to get bad.
First 2 episodes, you think it's like, oh, this... You kind of see what's going to happen. Even in the third one, they set you up thinking you sort of know how bad guys and good guys usually work and all that, and then you get a big just twist of the other good person killing everyone. That's still fucked. Yeah, that's better than The Last of Us because it's so crazy. Twisted. So twisted.
It's so weird. It's just so weird. It's so different. That's pretty different.
Yeah, that story, whoever the fuck wrote that, amazing.
It was interesting. Like I said, in that moment when she's like, I'm going to help or whatever, it's like,
oh no, yeah. You know something bad's probably coming, but it's way worse than you think.
Yeah, it's like she's going to give their position away. That's like what you think, not going to like
kill every single person.
Blow everything up in the place.
Kill all the good people. The bad people survived.
Literally, the bad people survived.
For feck's sakes. Nutty shit. It's good. Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Is there anything?
It's interesting to see their take on like the actual like safety element of it, and because I feel like that's like pretty realistic in a way. Like I guess nowadays you could see that with like AI is like there should be people overseeing the safety of like the uses of
the tech or something. Of
the latest and greatest tech.
Well, yeah. When we start making magic, I hope someone stops and puts that.
It should happen before magic.
Yeah, probably it should happen now. It should already be happening.
Not too much. Like I'm not saying like go highly regulate like all tech, but like certain
it's going to get crazy and eventually where it's going to get out of control. It seems like that's what it seems like is happening in our fucking existence.
You could easily see it getting out of control at least. How that would happen, who the fuck knows? It could happen, I'm sure, a million ways. So it's interesting to see their take on like the governing
the real
of that
world shit that's kind of happening. Yeah. Though, that's another weird little kind of a funny like jab at like the people in charge. So the you see in like episode 2 or something. I think her name's Mel. The lady with like all the golds, the black lady with all like the gold stuff on her.
Yeah,
One of the council members.
Yeah.
Is buying like a gift for the head council member.
Oh, and it was
it's a fucking
kid's
child's toy. So when we time jumped, he's still playing with that. He can't solve that puzzle.
Oh god damn, yeah. I remember seeing it, but I didn't like.
He's still trying to figure out. It's a fucking kid's toy. You can't figure it out.
I didn't quite connect.
This is the guy that's in charge of all the head top people. He's obviously stupid as fuck. That's
crazy.
A weird jab at like authority there, kind of.
Yeah, and it also shows that that's not even the person running the fucking show.
Yeah, he's the main guy, but it's like there's so much more going on.
Yeah,
than that. That's a funny little.
That's funny. Part. Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
That's just a stupid side thing. That's like if you happen to remember that.
Just I was trying to absorb the time jump that in this slipped right by me.
There's a ton of that in this.
That's crazy.
And like I said, there's stuff I'm even noticing now because I've seen the whole thing. You almost need to watch this shit twice.
Yeah, because you'll have some context about what shit means. Yeah,
a lot. Fucking tons of stuff. Stuff that's near like the end of the whole show that I'm just seeing in like episode 1 and 2. That's like, oh, shit. Like, it's crazy how much they come back to it. It's nuts.
Damn.
Like I said, I think they knew, like, most of the story was written after, like, they started, basically. Like, they knew they were doing 2 seasons. And that's
it was
what they
one and done.
They basically knew the ending probably even like early on and all that. It was all written like in one thing.
Yeah.
Just had to obviously draw it all and animate it and do all that bullshit.
That shit would take forever.
3 years from season 1 to 2.
Well, that's like
it's pretty
normal.
Average. I feel like
for
a show.
Well, that's crazy. Just to think that amount of work is just.
And there's so much that, like I said, that ties back. Like it's freaking ridiculous. It's crazy. It's so cool. So much detail.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot I can't talk about yet, but
yeah. Jeez.
We'll talk about a lot of that when we're like done the show.